Hey, my name is Lena, and today we're here for the very first podcast episode of Hawke's Bay Music Hub podcast series. Huge thanks to Mediaworks for allowing us to use their amazing space. Today we're here with 19-year-old Hawke's Bay singer and songwriter Liberty.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, thank you.
Good. I'll do a little bit of a background for you as well. So she's only released 2 songs and has 100,000 streams on Spotify alone. With rapidly growing database and fan base, Liberty has over 350k followers and 7 million likes across Instagram and TikTok. Her captivating online presence has helped her connect with fans from all corners of the globe. And today we're going to chat to her about her musical journey so far and her new music. So let's get into it. Would love to know about your musical journey so far and how you first started getting into singing and playing guitar.
Yeah, so my first, I've always been interested in music. I remember I started primary school, got into the ukulele group.
Amazing.
And then one of the teachers there, she was like, oh, you should join the choir. So then I joined the choir. And then from then I've been singing ever since, all through high school and all the choirs and doing started writing songs when I was about 12, 13, I think. And then released my first one late last year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well done. And it's done amazingly well. And who would you say were your musical influences and creative influences growing up?
All sorts, really, to be honest. My stepdad's Welsh, so he really got me into the stereophonics.
Nice.
I really like them for their lyricism. Taylor Swift and people like that. Recently, Gracie Abrams and Role Model have been some of my favourites.
Some great pop artists at the moment.
For sure.
Yeah. Nice. And we'd love to hear about your latest single, Are We Dead? It's done amazingly well. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind the song?
Yeah. So, Are We Dead? I wrote the opening verse a couple of months before I got to anything else in the song. I was driving through Napier, and I drove past this restaurant, and I was like, oh, shut, that's a shame. I went on a date there. Okay, whatever. Just things that I clocked in my head as I drove past. Then I drove past another one, I was like, went on a date there too, and that one's shut down too, and I'm still talking to the guys, so maybe it's been a bit long. And then I didn't really, so I wrote the places that we dated are both since closed, and that verse. And then I was like, right, I don't really know what I want to say. I don't know what my point of that was. I was just kind of stating facts. And then I went up to Auckland for some writing sessions, and I was in a session with this girl, Aubrey Mitchell, and I showed her that, and she really liked it. So we finished the song, and she produced it all in one day.
Amazing. Yeah, it's really important, I think, drawing from personal experiences and kind of letting listeners in on a little bit of your world in a sense.
Yeah.
So that's great.
It was very cool to have someone else to bounce ideas off, because I don't think it ever would have got finished otherwise.
Yeah.
So yeah.
100%. Yeah. What's your favourite part about that collaboration process, especially with Aubrey?
I mean, that was the first time I'd ever worked with another female, which was, female producer, which was crazy to me, because I worked with 10 different producers at that point, and none of them, so that was the first female. So that was really exciting. We actually started at 5 AM Studios, and we couldn't work out how to use the interface. You needed a Windows software, and we had a Mac, it was just a whole thing. So we ended up driving over to Big Fan and using the studios there instead, and we listened to Gracie Abrams the whole time and kind of bonded over our love for Gracie Abrams. So I don't know, it was cool. I think you can hear the influence of that in the final track as well.
Yeah, I love that, woman empowerment. And I do think it's really cool to see more female producers, female songwriters and taking ownership of that space. And I guess you've been learning, you've been producing stuff yourself.
Yeah, I produced my first single, which was cool. I didn't kind of plan it out that way, but I just,
Yeah, and how did you feel like you went, and what was that learning process like?
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking into producing towards the end of my high school. So, and then I took a gap year last year and stayed at home, and that was one of my focuses. I wanted to do social media, and I wanted to get better at production, mostly just so I could send demos to people and be like, this is what I think the song should sound like. Can you help me get it there?
Yeah.
So I watched tons of YouTube videos, and I was sending out this song, and people were kind of saying, that's actually I kind of like that. I don't know if you need to take it to a studio. So I got it mixed and mastered professionally, but yeah.
Nice, good work. Yeah, I think when you're an artist, there's definitely, like, you have the ear for your own sound, and I guess you can try and communicate it the best way possible to, like, producers, but ultimately you understand how you want it to sound, and that's, like, really important to have.
Like, I have this thing where I've worked remotely with producers as well. So I've sent them stuff, and then they've sent me back a fully finished track. Yeah. And that's cool, but I like being in the room.
Yeah, you want to see the development of it.
I like to either do it myself and create exactly what I can hear, or be able to go, nah, I don't like it, as they're doing it.
Totally.
Like, little tiny things like, I don't like that snare drum. Like, can we find one that's a bit more muted or something like that? I don't know. I'm quite picky.
And it's those details and that layering that really results in the end product.
Yeah, well,
so it's important.
It's things that you wouldn't really notice, but it kind of creates the vibe.
Yeah,
you know,
100%. Yeah. No, those little details are so great. And yeah, we'd love to talk about your debut single, I Wanna.
Yeah.
Incredible job on that. What was the writing and production process like for that one?
Yeah, that one I had this little it was kind of like an office off from my house that my parents said, you can use this and make it into a little studio while you're living at home. And so I was sitting in there and I was like, I want to write an upbeat song because I've been writing lots of sad songs. And all my friends had just moved away for uni. And so I was kind of feeling a bit sorry for myself. And most of my friends had left the city. I was like, cool, okay, there's nothing to do here. Like, and I kind of just wrote it about all the things I miss doing. So like, the things I wanted to do at that point. So that's why it was I Wanna. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I just decided I wanted to write an upbeat song. So that was one of the first songs that I kind of produced at the same time as writing it, which is not something I usually do. But I knew that otherwise I'd write another sad song. So
no, I think a lot of people can relate to that experience that you were going through in that moment as well. Yeah. Nice. And what were your main highlights working across either of the two tracks in that whole process? Yeah,
I mean, there were quite different tracks to work on because I was doing fully by myself. Yeah. Whereas All We Did was in a studio with someone else, bouncing ideas off each other. With I Wanna, I don't know, I was experimenting a lot. There's a slide guitar part that I played with the glass of water I had at the time.
Cool.
Like, I don't know, it was just very different. I loved it though. It was one of the first songs that I produced. I was like, wow, I actually like this. Yeah. I'm actually quite proud of this. I might show people this one.
Yeah. Creative.
And Are We Dead? I don't know. I just like sitting there. I love the bridge of Are We Dead, like the lyrics that we wrote, and I just remember sitting there and I don't know, like the use of the word morning, like instead of like good morning, it's like the mourning a dead person because it's all about. It was just I don't know, bouncing ideas lyrically was really fun.
Yeah, I love those lyrical play on words. Yeah, like the double meanings behind it, and really tapping into that. It's super creative. Nice, amazing. And then you were saying that was the songs that you wanted people to hear. How many songs have you made like prior to these two releases that will never see the light of day?
So I think it would have been last year. I decided that I'd write a list of every song I've ever written. Yeah, it was over 100.
Wow.
I'd say at least half of them. I'm never going to play again.
Okay.
No one's ever going to hear them.
No one's going to hear them.
There are about, I don't know, 25% that I'm like, those could be workshopped. Yeah. And then maybe.
That's good. That's a lot.
And then there are a lot that I'm proud of as well, to be honest. There's lots that I would like to release.
Yeah,
so.
Well, we can't wait to hear more, and hopefully those get released soon.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about your social media following because you've done an incredible job on this. So you have 248,000 followers on TikTok and 104,000 followers on Instagram, which is crazy. Yeah. Amazing feat. How has social media impacted your streams and getting your music out into the world, do you think?
Yeah, it's a crazy thing because, like, I was living in Napier and I remember the day that I was like, oh, I wonder how many people live in Napier and compared to how many people were following me.
Right.
I was like, that is crazy.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just such a huge, like, asset that it's crazy how much reach you can get from just being online. Like, it's insane. Yeah. It's very hard to get people who are interested in my cover kind of stuff, which is a lot of what I posted to gain a following. Yeah. To then be like, guys, I write music. You should look at it. Like trying to break through the algorithm. It's difficult, but like so worth it.
Yeah, 100%. And I think what really connects and resonates with fans is those like real live performances, and you do a lot of like acoustic covers, as you were saying, and like covers, like, well, performing your own songs as well. And I think like vocally seeing how amazing that is and the song is why it's doing so well. Yeah,
one of my favorite things I do on social media is going live. Like I was live this morning.
Oh wow.
Like on TikTok mostly. Awesome. And it's just so cool to be people to be like, why are you awake? It's 3 a.m. I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah. I'm not in your country. Like,
look, we're not all American. Okay,
there are
other places in the world other than the US. Yeah,
no,
totally.
But it's just like crazy being able to talk to the people. Like, it's very personal. I can be like, oh hey, like people that come on all the time, and I don't know. It's a really cool way to be able to connect to people and like build a real community of people that will be interested in what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna ask you around like strategies you've helped to grow social media, and I guess like going live has been one of those. Like, aspects. Definitely.
Because I feel like if I'm directly talking to people, they're way more. They start to feel like they know me, you know.
Yeah.
And then they're way more interested in the stuff I'm posting. The other thing is just post all the time.
Yeah, like, be consistent.
Yeah.
How many times are you posting? Like every week or every day?
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's a lot of work. I think just coming up with those new ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've got it quite lucky compared to some people. Like depending on what niche you're in. Yep. Music, I just have to come up with a song to play.
Yeah.
But I'd hate to be like a fashion influencer or something. Like I've got a mate that's a fashion influencer and he has to come up with content all the time.
Yeah, different outfits.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
So, what kind of advice would you have for new artists who are looking to grow their social media following? Would it be like kind of the things you said, like posting consistently, going live, and just being present a lot of the time?
When I first started posting, it was like so daunting. I was like, it's not perfect. Like my hair looks weird, or like, I didn't trim my guitar strings and now they look all disgusting, which they do most of the time. To be fair, I think they do at the moment actually. But I think one thing that I kind of told myself, and I still think about this quite often, either there are two options: your video will flop and no one's going to see it, which means no one saw it and no one knows that it flopped.
Exactly.
Or your video's going to do real well. Everyone's going to see it, but isn't that why you posted it in the first place?
Exactly.
Like, that's what you wanted to happen?
It's a win-win. You cannot go wrong.
So, yeah. I mean, a lot of it is don't post a really bad video, but at the same time, don't spend all day making it perfect, because then you will have no time in your day.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. Just be quick, get it out, and try.
Yeah.
Bring something valuable, I guess.
Yeah.
Amazing. Love that advice. And who are some of your favourite New Zealand artists at the moment? And are there any songs that have come out recently that you've recently connected to?
Yeah, I went to a gig recently because I've just moved up to Auckland. And I went to Emerson's gig.
Oh, yeah.
At the Tuning Fork.
Yeah. Amazing.
And then there was Kenzie and Lucy Gray opening. All of them are amazing. I know that Kenzie... in fact, they've all released songs in the past, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was such a cool show.
Yeah, amazing.
So I'm loving them at the moment.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to go play at the Tuning Fork at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
It's iconic venue. Absolutely. And what's next for you? And what else do you have planned for 2025?
Yeah, so, I don't know, all sorts really. I'm trying to work on a debut EP, which I'm hoping to have out this year at some point. I've just moved up to Auckland, so that's so many opportunities up there. I've been involved in this social media series, like an NZ On Air funded thing called Beyond the Beat, which is going to be coming out in May, and pretty much they take artists and they cover New Zealand radio hits, and so that's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for that one.
Nice. That sounds so exciting. And I guess my final question for you is what's the biggest lesson that you've learned so far as releasing all these tracks and having new music come out?
That's a good question, actually. My biggest lesson, I mean, I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I place real high expectations on myself. So I guess just kind of every now and again I've got to step back and look at how far I've come and be like, if you look back 3 years ago when you were like in high school, and if you thought that you were doing this now, like you'd be amazed.
Yeah.
So like every now and again, just kind of take a step back and go, no, you actually are you're doing good.
100%. That's such a great piece of advice.
Yeah.
I think it's always great to reflect and be proud of how far you've succeeded and how far you've come, because like the younger version of you would be like cheering you on and be like, whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah, and there's always going to be a next step and something I can do different and something I can do better, but every now and again you kind of just have to look back and go, oh yeah, but you know, you're doing okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's all my questions for you. And now I've got an amazing surprise. Liberty is going to sing a song for us. So she's going to perform her latest song, Are We Dead? So can't wait to hear it.
Okay. Move my bracelets, and then this is Are We Dead? Places that we dated are both since closed, like the door to your room, like your eyes in your tomb. And I know that I shouldn't even notice, but I can't seem to lose focus. The places that we dated turned the power off. Yeah, they shut all the doors and they cleared all the floors. And I know that I shouldn't even care. It's been over a year, so why am I still here? 3 a.m. here again, hearing sirens go off in my head. It's all red, it's all red. Are we dead? Are we dead? In the back of your car, going nowhere far. Not need all lights in the dark. It's all red, it's all red. Are we dead? Are we dead? Are we Back in the days that we dated, you were at my house with your linen blouse, dancing on the couch. And I know that I shouldn't think about it, but my God, you looked better without it. In the days that we dated and we sat on the beach, waterline in my jeans, salty hand on my knee. And I know that I shouldn't even miss it. You were bad but so easily forgiven, so why do I still care? 3 a.m. here again, hearing sirens go off in my head. It's all red, it's all red. Are we dead? Are we dead? In the back of your car, going nowhere far. Not need all lights in the dark. It's all red, it's all red. Are we dead? Are we dead? Are we I've been walking in this graveyard, but I can't feel a thing. My friends are telling me we're dead, but I don't like mourning. Some things should be left in the past, back when we were living. But I've been searching for a tombstone, and I'm still looking. 3 a.m. here again, hearing sirens go off in my head. It's all red, it's all red. Are we dead? Are we dead? In the back of your car, going nowhere far. Not need all lights in the dark. It's all red, it's all red. Are we dead? Are we dead? In my head, the blood I bled, screaming red, they're walking dead. Ego shred, too far spread. It's all red, are we dead? It's all red, are we dead?
Woo! Amazing. Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Liberty, for coming on and chatting to us.
Yeah, it was so
Go
cool.
follow her on socials. Go check out her music on all platforms. Thank you again. That's a wrap. Woo!